Hello. I like to make today Easter bunny cake, which is we using same type of bunny is band as we done for the another cake. And what we do is it just gives you a little bit variety, gives you a little bit of choice which cake would you like to see on your Easter table. Now, what we do for this recipe, I use 2 vanilla cake mixes. I use 2 because they're very small, 340 gram, which is makes about 11.99 ounces. So we need 2 of those. And what we do is we bake from same basically cake mixes. Once I mix them actually together, and what I done is I place 3 cupcakes and bake 3 extra cupcakes. These cupcakes are standard cupcakes, as you can see. Good idea also spray your paper liners with a little bit cooking spray, just makes easier to remove paper basically cases after, to make sure we have less damage to our cupcakes. So place basically place cake batter into 3 cupcake basically cases, and because we need it really 2, but just for any case if it's one broken or something happened to it, or basically it's good idea to have 1 extra always. So in the rest of your cake mix, place into I use for this Dolly varden mold, but I just simply spray with cooking spray and just put vanilla cake mix and basically bake it. As you can see, it's now done. But if you don't have this mold or any kind of similar shape, simply use heat-proof glass bowl, this size or smaller size, whatever you have. If you have a really big party, have a nice good big size. If you have just a smaller party, basically use a smaller heat-proof glass bowl, which you can spray with a cooking spray and bake exactly same way as you done it in a Dolly varden mold. It's no problem. It will be just a little bit top different, but it makes no difference because we will place on top a bunny is a bend, so it makes no difference. And what we do is, once we basically mix and bake, as you can see it's done now, we just put aside our cupcakes just for now, and we use a serrated knife, which is we level our cake. Once it's leveled, we place on top of cake board. Is it cake board or it's your serving plate, does not really matter. And once it's done, also if you like to make sure you have a little bit layers of a frosting in between, just simply cut couple layers, place your vanilla frosting or any frosting of your choice and sandwich all together into exactly same shape. So what we do is now we apply our vanilla frosting. This is just a simple vanilla frosting from supermarket. Of course you can use a buttercream as well, whatever you prefer. Basically it's from depends of your choice. And what we do is we just apply nicely the vanilla frosting on top. Once you spread vanilla frosting, what we do is next we use bunny is a band. We previously using in a Easter in a bunny cake as well. It's exactly same. I just want to show a different variety of the cake. So but I like to say it just to repeat it for people who did not see the first video. Basically once you purchase the type of bunny is band, if it's too long you can a little bit cut it away extra, or simply make insertion into your cake and just insert basically straight in. But before you do that, please do use a type of clean wrap or food wrap and wrap around the actual these fabric parts everywhere where you can see, only just leave is unwrapped, because once it goes into a cake, it's nicer when cake doesn't interfere with fabric. You don't have any particles or anything like that. It's nice and clean, and as well as it just makes less mess too. So what we do is we just check it out. If it's whatever it is, we just make it a little bit insertion to just make, if need to be, we're not quite sure, but we try just to go in a little bit in, just to fiddle to make sure it goes in nicely. Once you place the bunnies in position, nice and secure, take small amount of frosting and apply on top of the areas where you can see, just a little bit, just enough to make sure we place the desiccated coconut. You don't have to do that, but if it's really optional, but if you like it, do just for a little bit nicer, fluffier look. This is a very fine type of desiccated coconut. Do not place too much. A little bit would be okay as well, just a little bit patted. I do it straight like that. It does not really worry me. Started from top because you want to shape it the top much better. And what you do is nice and carefully pat it all the coconut to make sure it's nice and fluffy. And also, of course, you want even appearance as well. So keep going until you finish entire cake. Of course, in between is as well, to make sure you cover all the areas of bunny is nicely. Once you finish placing all the desiccated coconut, as you can see, it's formed into nice, not too fluffy, but nice, sort of rabbit type of look. So what we do is next we need to create two eyes. For that, we take small bowl of a white fondant. It's just probably very small, like a walnut size bowl. What we do with this one, we just make it into oval shape. You can use the baking paper, or you can use a little bit of powdered icing sugar to place on your working surface to prevent sticking. Here we are. Once we form it into sort of like an oval long shape, we need to make a pupil, which is we're using small tiny ball of a black fondant. We roll into prolonged shape as well. And what we do is you can use just a little bit of water, or if you like it, sugar syrup. Just flatten. As you can see, it makes nice prolonged type of shape. So we just simply brush it a little bit water, place it on top, slightly press it in, and what we do, we take very small ball of white fondant to create a little bit of sparkle in the eye. Press a little bit, the brush a little bit with water, place on top of our pupil, and as you can see here, our rabbit eye is ready. So once you're done two of those, good idea always to do 2 or 3 and choose best ones. What we do is use simply leftover of the frosting, apply very small frosting on top, and simply press it in. So once you're done that, as you can see, we've done 2 eyes already. Little nose can be done from mask sticks. and just cut it into a little rosy type of shape, or if you like it, use a pink color fondant and make it into triangle, and also apply small amount of frosting and place on a cake. So with the little tiny type of look of our rabbit, we just simply use a black writing icing. You can use leftover of your vanilla frosting tinted with a black gel food coloring. You will achieve exactly something. Place in a snap lock type of a bag and just pipe small amount. I use number 3 tip for that. And we of course place 2 little white teeth made from the white fondant, just a simple rectangle, and once you place them in, you just simply use toothpick to depart them from each other to make it look like a real tooth shape. So what we do is next, I like to before we apply these little cheeks from our cupcake, I like to apply a red ribbon. If you like to use any other ribbon of your choice, please to do so. We just apply on the bottom of our cake. Once you tied up a little red ribbon, you can use of course any ribbon. You can even use an Easter type of ribbon as well. Next is we make little cheeks. What we do is basically we peel off our paper liner, and what we do is from leftover frosting, we just simply apply frosting. Does not need much as well, just enough to dip into our coconut, just right around of entire cupcake, and of course on top as well. Do not get worried if you get a little bit dirty hands, that's okay, because we can always wash them off. And what we do is next, we just simply roll into our coconut from the sides and the top. So once it's nicely done, what we do is we place a small amount of frosting on the bottom of a cupcake to make sure we're able to stick it for the look like it's cheeks of our bunny. Here we are. Just to place in a position. And what we do next is we make some whiskers. With whiskers, you can use one of those mask sticks type and simply split it into 3, 4, 5. How many you can do that, and actually just a halfway, make sure they're not too long, and place them for the whiskers. Or you can use dark chocolate, slice it piece of it, and what you do is you just simply create as many whiskers as you like. They can be short. See, this one's quite short. It's just up to you which one you want, it's short or long. It's something applies for the eyes. You can make different eyes, and as you can see here, very nice whiskers. So what we do is we just simply place them on. Place them into position. Which one you like to basically see it, which this one quite soft because I just cut it not long time ago. If you leave it for tiny bit longer, they actually chocolate become a little bit harder. But with the this particular cheeks we created, it does not need to be really placed these cupcakes. If you don't want have those little cheeks, that's okay. You just simply bake it your main cake and you place whiskers right here, so you don't have to really place these cheeks if you don't want to have them. This is just, of course, up to you, which way you look preferred to you. So once we've done all that, now we can look on our cake, and as you can see, it looks quite nice on a Easter table. And as I said to you before, if you don't want to have this little puffy type of cheeks of a bunny rabbit, what you do is just place whiskers right above little mouth. And I hope you like this very simple type of creation Easter bunny cake. Thank you very much for your time with me today. Everything will be in the description box. Until next time, goodbye.